What's going on, everybody? It's Dr. Apolly here with the second last part of my tier list. I'm about to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and without any further ado, let's get this started. At number 17, we have a tie between Pit and Dark Pit. If you remember what I said in the very first episode of the tier list sort of series, I said that I'm putting Pit and Dark Pit together and Marth and Lucina together. Completely because if you can play one of them, then you can play the other. And that they're just so similar that I put them basically on the same part of the tier list anyway. Anyway, Pit. Pit is a character that people say like, oh, Pit's a really honest character. Pit, like you lose to a Pit and then like you don't really feel bad about it because Pit doesn't really have any nonsense that just kills you. But I disagree with this. Pit's arrows are one of the most annoying projectiles in the entire game. A Pit that knows how to use his arrows can be one of the most frustrating things to ever fight against. Pit also has a nice combo game and has some really disjointed hitboxes, especially on that forward smash. His recovery is pretty lacking. Like, for some reason, he just has so much lag on that side B. If you try and recover with it and you miss snapping the ledge, there's just so much lag on it for really just no reason at all. I don't understand why that move has so much lag on it. Up B is really susceptible to edge guarding. I don't think it snaps the ledge either, so that's a really big problem. Pit also has his down special. I think it's down. Yeah, it's down special because side special is the super punch thing. His down special is really good for reflecting. It can also gimp some characters like, you know, Cloud. Some characters you can't snap the ledge like Cloud. And you know, if you miss snapping the ledge, like say you're using Sonic and you decide to turn around your up B, and then Pit uses his down B, then you're gonna fall off the stage or you're gonna die. Pit is a pretty fair character, but to say he's as honest as people make him out to be is just completely wrong in my opinion. No disrespect to Pit players, I just think people don't give Pit enough credit where credit is due. Number 16, Mega Man. Mega Man is a character that's been on the up and coming lately. Well, I guess not really lately, but Mega Man is a character that's jumped up on the tier list quite a bit of places since the summer. Mega Man is deceptively heavy. Like, this character's got a lot of bulk. I mean, it kind of makes sense because he's a robot, but he's still a very heavy character, and people oftentimes don't really understand how heavy he actually is. I'm convinced Mega Man's pellets are one of the best moves in the entire game. Well, maybe because I'm a Luigi main, but like when Mega Man uses his pellets against me when I play Luigi, I literally cannot do anything. Like, down B trades with pellets and then he just goes through it with another pellet, and then forward air can only take away like one or maybe two pellets, but Mega Man throws 3 at a time. I literally cannot do anything against Mega Man to get in. There's that Kamamushi combo that works against most of the characters, does a lot of percent, isn't too hard to set up, and it kills really early. Mega Man's back air, I'm convinced, is also probably the best back air in the entire game. Does a lot of percent, comes out really quickly, and has a lot of range. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. What I found when playing against Mega Man, I found that he actually has kind of trouble landing. I mean, the best landing move he has is like down air, or sometimes like to try and use the up special and then like land on it with down air to like make the recovery safer. Or maybe that's just the Mega Mans I've fought. I haven't really fought very much with Mega Mans, but maybe it's just the Mega Mans I've fought that maybe they weren't too good at landing, but I found it really easy to catch him when he was landing. Mega Man is only really going up in the tier list from here on out, so I hope to see him in the future more. Next up is Pikachu. Now, Isam infamously puts Pikachu like top 10 on the tier list, and I don't agree with that, but I can still kind of see where he's coming from. Pikachu does have a lot of potential, and he does have a lot of like options. He has a lot of movement options with quick attack, a lot of recovery options, again with quick attack. He has a lot of combos, and I can see why he says it. It's not as crazy as some other Smash Bros. Players. Like Mr. Con says Luigi is top 10 if you can mash, but he's bottom 10 if you can't mash. And I believe MK Leo said Charizard was top 15 in the game. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but I mean, look at where I put Charizard on the tier list. I put him dead bottom, and he's putting him top 15. That's I obviously don't agree with him. Back on topic, Pikachu's a small character, so like he kind of avoids some stuff. I remember I was playing Falcon one time, and then I was playing this Pikachu on For Glory, and then he just like used a back air and then he avoided my dash grab, and I was like, what the heck? Pikachu is also like one of the best edge guarders in the game. People say Sonic is like the most frustrating character to fight against, but honestly I think it's Pikachu. Pikachu is honestly for me the most frustrating character to fight against. I keep on bringing up Luigi, but when I fight Pikachu as Luigi, it's really easy for him to edge guard me, especially if I can't match that day. Some days I just can match better than other days, and I have to play really patient and just really camp him out. A problem with Pikachu is that if he doesn't get like an edge guard or like a super hard read on up smash or F smash or up throw down B, then it's super hard for Pikachu to get a KO. Nevertheless, Pikachu is still an amazing character. I don't really know where people generally put Pikachu on the tier list, but I think he's top 15. I think Pikachu is really good. Number 14 is Toon Link. Now this is probably a pretty big surprise for a lot of you guys, but I think Toon Link is extremely good. I know for a fact that people do not put Toon Link this high on the tier list. I'm the only person I know that thinks this highly of Toon Link. The constant barrage of attacks this character can throw out per second is just absolutely ridiculous. Toon Link also has a lot of kill confirms. He has a really strong back throw that can kill you really early. Super strong up smash, down smash, forward smash. Down air can also be really good for spiking. And the spike isn't always suicidal, so there's that. Up air is really powerful, as you guys saw Hyuga do to Nairo at Genesis 3. By the way, I hope Hyuga comes back. That Toon Link was clean. Toon Link is kind of like Villager in the sense that if I didn't see Hyuga or Renai, then I wouldn't think they are nearly as good of good characters as they actually are. So yeah, unpopular opinion, but I think Toon Link is top 15 for sure. Number 13 is Marth and Lucina. I'm just going to be referring to them as Marth because I just find that a lot easier. Unless I specifically mention Lucina, which I will. Unless I specifically mention Lucina, I'm going to be talking about Marth the entire time. So yeah, this character has been moving up a lot on the tier list lately, mostly thanks to MK Leo and Mr. E. Mr. E basically getting top 16, I want to say, at every tournament he goes to, and MK Leo is arguably even top 5, top 3 in the world. I've been saying this for forever. I've been saying him and Salem are like the top 3, him, Salem, and Zero, like the top 3 best players in the world, but you guys on Twitter have been really not liking that, but now he's been showing himself, and we'll see if he's actually top 3. Marth is just such an amazing character. Like, this character has this invisible bubble that very few characters can penetrate. If Marth spaces correctly and times his attacks properly, then this character has like this invisible bubble that very few characters I feel can actually penetrate. Because of this, Marth has quite a defensive neutral. I've noticed like 3 out of my 5 main training partners play Marth, so I do have quite a bit of matchup experience versus Marth. I think like the reason Marth is objectively better than Lucina is because Marth's bubble, like his invisible bubble he creates, is just bigger than Lucina's bubble. So I think that because of that, Marth is objectively better than Lucina. Also, Marth has more combos because he can link tipper moves and non-tipper moves to get more combos and whatnot. And speaking of tippers, let's talk about Marth's tipper. Marth's tipper is the most ridiculous thing in the game. I'm not even joking. Like, in the entire game, like all of Marth's tipper attacks just do like 5% more than the base attack. So like forward air does like 12%, and then like forward smash uncharged does like 21% and can kill you at the ledge at like 40%. It's happened to me so many times that it's not even like I don't even like get surprised anymore. I just die at 40% from a tipper F smash at the side of the stage, and then I'm gone. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. That just happened. I mean, I don't want to say it's the most broken move in the game, but it's probably the most wonky, just nonsense move in the entire game. Well, I guess it's not really a move, like most nonsense mechanic in the entire game, Marth's tipper. I've been thinking this character was really wonky before, like a year or 2 ago. Like, I just died to like a tipper forward smash at the ledge of the stage against someone on For Glory, and I'm like, this character is wonky. Does no one else realize this? And I remember Ally busted out Marth Evo 2015, yeah, Evo 2015, and he killed but I forget who he killed, but he killed somebody at like 40% with a tipper F smash, and I'm like, yeah, this character is actually wonky. I don't understand why this character doesn't do good. But now with all the buffs, he's doing a lot better, and with MK Leo and Mr. E, the rise of Mr. E, he's been doing a lot better. Ever since Mr. E beat Zero, I just feel like he's been climbing up the ranks really high. He's gonna be really high on the next Panda Global ranking. Marth's recovery is pretty tricky to contest. Like, the move comes out frame 1, it's also a combo breaker. It comes out frame 1, it has invincibility for like 2 or 3 frames of it, and if you try and edge guard it and then you miss it and then you get hit, then it's really hard to tech because it comes out so quickly that you're usually not able to react to it, so then you kinda have to like predict when it's gonna hit you, but it's pretty hard to predict because Marth can like mix the timing of it. Also, speaking of combo breakers, Marth's up air is a really good combo breaker that can just, if it tippers, which it likely will if it's combo breaking, it can just kill you. Like, it'll just kill you at like 90, 100%. It's really ridiculous, along with anything tipper. But like, the crazy thing is, getting tippers is like what Marth wants to do. Like, it's not really of course what Marth wants to do, but like, it's what Marth does best, kind of, because like, spacing is what Marth does best because his sword is just so disjointed. So getting tippers is like, it's like what Marth wants to do. I don't really know what other way to describe it. Marth also has like a really good foxtrot dash dance sort of thing, so like that helps him space out even better and get tipper attacks. So yeah, I think I've talked enough about Marth. Like I said, I do know a lot about Marth. A lot of my training partners use Marth. So yeah, let's move on with the list. Number 12 is Lucario. Lucario, in my opinion, is the most jank character in Smash 4. And that's because of a mechanic that's probably, yes, more broken than Tipper. Tipper's second most broken. This is number 1 most broken. This is Lucario's Rage, or Aura. I think it's kind of a mix of both. If Lucario has max Aura, I think like his uncharged up smash does like 46% or something. I don't know if it was uncharged or fully charged, but his up smash can do 46% when he has fully charged Aura, and that'll probably kill you at like 50%, not even. Lucario is the reason that I don't want a stage like Melee Dreamland in this game. Lucario will easily live to be like 170%, like easily, on Melee Dreamland. Lucario is also like the best ledge trapper in the entire game. When Lucario is at like 70% or higher, he can just charge Aura Sphere at the ledge, and that's one of, if not, in my opinion, the best ledge trap in the entire game, unless you're like Fox and you can side B around it. Which is one of the reasons I actually picked up Fox. I don't like dealing with this character. Lucario is also like arguably, with Lucas, the best team, like the best team's character in the game. When Lucario's with Lucas, I don't know if it works with Ness also, but when Lucario's with Lucas, I don't know for sure. It's probably the best team in the entire game. Best team's character is probably still Cloud, but Lucario is still really good in teams, and yeah. Lucario, number 12 on the tier list. Wrapping up A tier, we have Ryu. Ryu, I feel like, is one of the most controversial characters in the entire game. Some people believe that Ryu is like top 20, and some people believe that Ryu is like top 5, or even the best character, like Zero thought a couple months ago. And I seem to be more on the side that thinks Ryu isn't like super good, but Ryu of course is still really good, but I'm more on the side that thinks Ryu isn't like the best character in the game. Ryu is still amazing though. Ryu has one of the best combo games in the entire game, has probably like I think like second or third best move in the entire game in True Shoryuken. Like, that move is almost as strong as Luigi's up B, which has like 100 more frames of lag. Ryu's up tilt is like the most humorous thing in the entire game, in my opinion. He just like pokes his elbow up and then you can't do anything about it, and then you die at 60. It's really funny. Ryu's focus is an amazing move. It comes out frame 1 and it basically negates any attack, unless it's a multi-hit, of course. But yeah, basically negates like any attack. You can cancel the move and give Ryu more movement options. You can just fully use the move and have access to Ryu's amazing combo game and kill game. But the main thing holding Ryu back is, from what I've heard at least, I don't really have that much experience against Ryu, is his neutral. Apparently Ryu's neutral is pretty weak. I can't tell you why. I mean, I faced like Ryu like 3 times in my life, so I can't really tell you why. But yeah, apparently that's the thing holding him back. I can see that, because if Ryu had a really good neutral and had all these combos and had all this kill potential, then I think he would be like indisputed top 5 in the game. But you know, to balance it out, they had to give him some weakness, and that's his neutral. So yeah, that's Ryu. thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. S tier will be coming out next week, so I hope you guys are ready for that. It's gonna be interesting. If you guys thought this part of the tier list was controversial, like had some weird opinions, you guys are probably gonna think the S tier has some weird opinions. That, like the top, this is gonna be like the top 10 characters. Just right off the bat, you're probably gonna see some stuff that's gonna be kind of controversial. But yeah, it's to be expected. We're all different. We're all different human beings. We all have our own opinions. Mine's more on the unpopular opinion side, but you know, it's all good. Again, thank you guys for watching the video. Like, comment, sub, all that stuff. I'll see you guys next week when I do my S tier video. Alright, peace!